Operation of the DEKO 190 is simple and easy. Before starting the first cycle of the day, you need to check that the water taps are open and the electrical power is switched on. DEKO 190 is designed to operate with potable water supplied directly to it, or with potable water supplied to the water treatment equipment supplying the machine. Please note that the door cannot be opened unless the main switch on the front panel has been turned into the on position. When this user mode display appears, the machine is ready for use. The DEKO 190 GT has 4 pre-programmed cycles readily available. The first 3 appear on the display as the machine is turned on, and the 4th cycle with the start icon key number 4 can be found on page 2. Additional cycles with desired parameter values can be saved on this page under the icon keys number 5 and 6. By pressing the home key, other modes of use can be selected. Password is required to access the programming and service modes of the machine. These operations are carried out by an authorized person only. Start the wanted cycle by pressing its start icon key, or the number key on the next page. In case you'd happen to start a wrong cycle, the selected cycle may be cancelled by pressing X key within 5 seconds. Please note, the cycle will not start if the temperature inside the wash chamber is too high. Open the door for the chamber to cool down. If the selected cycle does not include disinfection, a notice of this will be indicated on the display. In other words, if just a quick flush cycle is going to be run, the absence of the disinfection phase must be confirmed for the cycle to proceed. When a cycle is in progress, the display will indicate the ongoing phase, prevailing chamber temperature, the remaining cycle time and the selected cycle number. When a cycle has completed successfully, a sound signal is given and the display will be illuminated with a green color provided with the text "cycle completed." The door may be opened now. If the cycle did not include disinfection, it will be indicated on the display. The door can be opened by lifting the door handle up and pulling it open. The door cannot be opened when a cycle is in progress. The door can be closed by lifting the handle slightly upwards and then by pressing it down. If the machine is unused for a period of 10 minutes, it will go into standby mode and the door will be locked. To continue using the machine, press the check button on top right corner. There are 4 nozzles on the door for urine bottles. Push the bottles firmly onto the upright nozzles of the door. In order to avoid any splashing of full bottles, please empty them into the chamber before placing them over the jets. For washing and disinfecting, this load cycle number 1 is used. Press the start icon key with the picture of a urine bottle to start the cycle. Different items can be processed at the same time with 4 urine bottles. The appropriate wash cycle is chosen by the item most challenging to clean. Urine bottle wash capacity of a DEKO 190 can be doubled by placing a special rack inside the wash chamber. The special insert is designed for 4 urine bottles. It is positioned over the wash spray at the bottom of the chamber. The DEKO 190 can process 2 bedpans with the 4 urine bottles at the same time. Lift the bedpan holder into its vertical position. Bedpan lids are placed in the rear shelf and the bedpans are placed securely in the holder. There is no need to pre-empty the bedpans. Bedpans are emptied automatically when the door is being closed. Use cycle 2 with the bedpan icon key to wash and disinfect this load. A standard bedpan and urine bottle cycle with heating lasts only 11 minutes and includes the following phases: cold water flush, warm water flush, circulation wash with detergent, circulation water rinse, thermal disinfection by steam. The cycle parameters can be explored and modified in the programming and service modes only. DEKO 190 is fitted with a flush cycle. This is a cold water rinse followed with a warm water rinse. This cycle number 3 is used to quickly flush bedpans or urine bottles if you do not have a full load. Alternatively, it can be used as an additional flush before you choose the actual washing and disinfection cycle. This function is used for emptying only. A special rack designed for washing and disinfecting different reusable solution bottles is placed over the wash spray on the right-hand side at the bottom of the wash chamber. Bottle caps are placed in a basket covered with a lid tightened to keep the caps from flipping. Efficient decontamination is achieved by wash jets spraying water on the inside and outer surfaces of the bottles. The basket is positioned over the left wash spray. Wash cycle number 4 with an extended wash phase shall be used to decontaminate the items. When using the rear shelf, the bedpan holder shall be fastened against the door by pulling it to the side and folding it down. Any portable sanitary pans or buckets are emptied and placed on the grating turned down from the back wall of the wash chamber. The mouth of the bucket must be to the left facing the water spray on the chamber wall. Kidney bowl rack is designed to keep the washed items correctly positioned during the washing and disinfection cycle. Cycle number 2 is used to wash and disinfect this load. Shoes can be washed in cycle number 1 using a rack designed for the purpose. The controlling functions include warning messages which are for advice on actions to be taken by the user without the need to call for service personnel. The machine will also give a warning if there has been a power cut during an ongoing process. The cycle has been aborted and shall therefore be restarted. Please note that the door remains locked in a power cut situation. The red indicator will illuminate if the machine for any reason has a fault. Service shall always be contacted and called for, if a fault condition occurs. After an incomplete operating cycle, all items in washing chamber must be washed and disinfected again. The DEKO 190 always checks the status of the detergent container at the start of a cycle. Should there not be sufficient volume of chemical left, an indication of this will appear in the display asking to change the container. Please follow instructions and safety precautions stated by the chemical manufacturer when you do this. Take the detergent suction hose out of the container slowly and place it into the new container. Adjust the length of the suction hose accordingly. Please note, it is recommended to follow the consumption of the detergent. A logical way to do this is by marking the container with the date and level at regular intervals. To avoid problems in chemical dosing like solidified detergent blocking the piping, it's very important to flush the system regularly with warm water. Rinsing the detergent system after every container of chemical or in every 2 weeks is carried out by placing the suction hose into a bucket of warm water and pressing the chemical dosing flush key. The flushing is repeated 3 times. After placing the suction hose into the detergent container, the flush key is pressed once again to refill the system with the current detergent. If fluid containing blood or mucus is being emptied into the drain outlet daily, it is good practice to clean the first outlet bend with a toiled brush once in a week. For proper cleaning result, the water sprays and nozzles shall be checked daily. 2 sprays at the bottom and the one on the left side of the chamber must rotate freely and the water holes must be clean. If necessary, the nozzles can be removed for a thorough physical cleaning. The spraying washer on the chamber wall can be removed by opening the screw on the top part of the washer. The bottom washers are removed also by loosening the screws on the top part of the washer. Urine bottle nozzles are removed by using a wrench. The holes of the wash sprays are cleaned with a suitable brush underneath a running water.